Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Mr. Ian de Montfort?
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ian de Montfort, and I'm a spirit medium. Let me explain to you how I do differ from any spirit medium you might have seen before. They have messages coming through for you from people that you knew, where I've got messages coming through for you from people that you didn't know. And the great thing about that is you don't need to be recently bereaved. Have a smashing time tonight. So we're gonna have fun. All right, that's the main thing, isn't it? You know, a lot of people do come to the shows and they're like, oh, Ian, will you please contact my nan or my granny or my auntie? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I could. But what I like to do is contact people everyone's heard of. Okay, everyone's here tonight. And we're going to contact people everyone's heard of. People that are not boring. All right. So for this to work, what we do need from you is for everyone to vibrate on an energy level with someone that's passed over, either a historic figure or somebody famous, okay, that we'll all know. That's what I'm after here. Okay, and all I need you to do is just keep whoever you're going to go with, don't change your mind, just keep the image of that person in your head throughout the show, and we'll see if we can't. Lovely, immediately I want to see it. Oh, I'm in spirit straight away, so someone's very good at this. I don't know where you are, but we'll see what we can do. I want to say this is a message for a lady who has either just lost weight, thinking about losing weight, or has been talking to someone about losing weight. Does that make sense? And I've got a vivid image of her. Now, this might be going back some time, but I can see it. I'm being very conscious of an image of her, and she's in a schoolgirl's uniform. So this is a few years back, and she's being fingered for a crime. For a crime she didn't commit. Okay, so I'm being made very aware of this. If this is you, please help me out. I want to say this would be a lady in a couple situation here. So this may be a lady with a gentleman. And I want to say they've got... Thank you, yes. I want to say they've got babysitters at home right now. Does that make sense? So a couple here tonight with babysitters at home right now. And they didn't get proper references. But you mustn't worry, okay? There's nothing to worry about. That's what's coming through very strong. Kids are very resilient, okay? They'll find their own way of bouncing back. I wonder if this is new parents that I've got a message for. A couple who have just had a baby, and I believe I'm being made aware that the baby's name is either Candice or Chantal or possibly Tegan. And I want to say this is a baby that's had its ears pierced. And there's lovely news here. The parents themselves are going to be grandparents sooner rather than later. Does that make sense? And five grandchildren, and all with different surnames. So that's something to look forward to. I want to be... This is difficult. Would there be a Tom here? Someone that goes by the name of Tom? Or knows someone who's called Tom? I want to be in connection with a Tom. It might be a Thomas, or... There's a lovely gentleman over there, I want to say, with the green hoodie on. Can I don't know, there's a lovely aura around you, my sweetheart. I want to just be with you if I may. I don't know if this is making sense with you, but are you good with money, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you don't like spending it on nice clothes or or deodorant. Now, what I'm getting about you, I want to say you're an adventurous spirit. Would that make sense with you?
A what,
An
sorry?
adventurous spirit.
No.
Really? You cut your own hair? Does that make sense? That's coming through very strong. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. Is this your lovely lady friend that you're with here, the lady?
It is, yeah.
Right, okay. And do you know a Tom, or are you in association with someone called Tom?
I am Tom. I know other Toms.
You are Tom.
I am Tom. Yeah.
And what's great about that is the way you don't applaud. Out of respect for the dead, and I appreciate that. But these people have come a very long way, okay, to be with us tonight. So if they do get something, something right, even if you think it might be a coincidence, it's best to give them a bit of encouragement just the same. It's not for me, you understand, it's for them, okay, not for me. And it probably won't be a coincidence. Oh, Tom, I'm getting such a lovely energy off you. You drive, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And you've got your own car?
I have, yeah.
Yes, that's right. And it's a black car?
No.
At night? Yeah? That's coming through very strong. American?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Like a Chevrolet, that kind of thing.
It is, yeah.
It is. Okay, love. Thank you. That's what they're telling me. I'm trying to work out. I'm wishing you where this is all coming from. It's hard to make out. I've definitely got a connection that's not like an exact... It's like the guy I'm talking to slurring his words. Does that make sense with you?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Right, okay. Well, okay, we'll see what we do. See how we do here. Thank you. Can I be just with your lovely lady friend? I want to say, hello, sweetheart, how are you?
I'm okay, thank
Oh,
you.
yes. And this is you've been here with him a few years now, am I right in saying that?
Yeah, nearly 2.
Nearly 2 years, and that's what I'm getting. Do you sometimes... Do you sometimes imagine he's Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I thought so. That's an incredible imagination you've got. It really is. Lovely couple. So lovely. So pleased you're here. I want to be with the gentleman again. I'm sorry about this. I don't know where I am with you two at the minute. An Irish gentleman for you. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, that sounds...
Are you trying to vibrate tonight with a George Best?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's here for you. Okay. Bless you. It's funny, you looked around there and slightly up, and that's exactly where he is right now. So you've got it. You obviously felt the energy there, definitely over your shoulder. You were like, where is he? He's right there, you're right. Okay, I'm with your lady friend and George. Oh, right, the lady. You are thinking of Patrick Swayze, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
I am.
He's here as well. Stop it. Will you get off? He's doing the thing from Ghost with you. Get off. Such a joker. Oh, lovely. Okay. I'm with a gentleman again. Could you hear that? Or was that just me? Move it a little bit out. I'm with you again, Tom. Did you regret killing the prostitute? I can see you in the car situation, I see you in the passenger seat, and you like this. And she's flying all over the place. What happened? Did she spook you or you spook her and you're hitting and you just catch her wrong and she flies forward. I've got her hitting the windscreen and then just dead in the footway. You didn't tell her about this, did you? And you drive on your way, you throw her out of that car like nothing that weight. No. Not a prostitute. A wasp. It's a wasp. You, Med. All right, thank you, Patrick. What's the art gallery connection here?
I work at an art gallery.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I don't know.
I want to say, do you work at an art gallery?
I do, yeah.
Thank you. That's what I'm getting, and I can see pictures, am I right? Like on the walls. With that, we're going to leave all the love there with you. Can we have a thank you so much, you two. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anil, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Ian de Montfort. I'm a spirit medium, actually called the Sunderland Psychic, and not to be confused in any way with the Sunderland Psycho, who did murder about 20 people in and around, the northeast. And it is just a misprint on my business cards what led to the arrest. But the police, they were very good about it. They're like, oh, Ian, if you're so psychic, why don't you help us look for the bodies? And in one afternoon, I found 8. So they arrested us again. And now I just pretend I don't know where the rest are. Not only am I a spirit medium, but I'm also the UK's self-appointed spokesperson for the pseudosciences. And I work out of the University of Sunderland in their Department of Science and Drama. And what we like to do is just, get because science can't explain what I do, right? Science can't prove what I can do is real. So we don't rely on science. We rely on pseudoscience, which is like the next step up. And it's down to me to get the message out about the pseudosciences. One thing I'd like to get the message out about is a thing called the law of attraction. Now, I don't know if you know about this. The law of attraction is pretty much about positive thinking and making things happen. So, for example, if an envelope comes at your house and you think hard enough that it's a check and you open it, it'll be a check, okay? Because you're vibrating on a positive energy and you make the check appear. Now, some people at home, they have an envelope and they think positively about it being a check and it's a bill and they think, well, that's a load of rubbish, but it's not. It's just they weren't vibrating well enough. And sometimes this can be difficult when the envelope says this is a bill on it. What we're going to do is a little experiment where we're going to get someone in the audience to vibrate positively with something and the universe will hopefully provide it for them during the show. Okay. Now, I nearly said we're about to choose someone at random, but we're not. We're going to let the universe choose somebody. We've got a part of the universe here. This is the Earth. And I'm going to shut my eyes and throw the universe out at you. If it hits you, that is the universe choosing you for this. Okay. Now, if you are hit by the universe and you don't want to be in this next bit, just throw the ball at someone else. And we'll keep going until we get somebody. Okay. So I'm going to turn around and I'm not going to look. Are you happy to take part in this? Okay. Well, you can stay where you are for now. What's your name, sweetheart? Steve. Steve, yes? Yes. Hi, Steve. What we're going to do is we're going to, before we go any further, I'm going to give you something from the universe, okay? And this is to you from the universe. It's been delivered by Amazon, but the universe works in different ways, right? So you keep that over there. I'll have my ball back if you don't mind, Steve. Thank you. Okay. Steve, what music do you like?
I like all kinds of music.
What's your favourite?
Reggae music.
Oh, okay. Reggae. Right. All your favourite recording artists, right? That we might have heard of. Who's... It's entirely up to you, but who's your favourite one?
Bob Marley.
Oh, yes. Good. Right. Okay. And of all Bob Marley's music, which is your favourite?
No Woman, No Cry.
Right, lovely. Okay. And that was a free choice, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What I'm going to ask you to do for me, Steve, is vibrate with Bob Marley's No Woman, No Cry throughout the rest of the show, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I want you to try and manifest that in the box. Would you do that for me?
Yeah.
Now, if there's time at the end of the show, and there probably won't be, what I'd love to do is we'll get you up here and we'll see how we did. Would you like that?
Okay, that'd
Can we
be
have a
great.
huge round of applause for Steve? Thank you. Just keep thinking about it. Okay, I'm ready to go again. I want to be in this part of the room here. Would it make sense? I've got the initial N coming through for someone over here. A Nicky or Bless you, I don't know, but can we get the microphone to Nick? Thank you, Nick. I don't know if this is you, but I want to say that I'll tell you if this makes sense, because I've got a gentleman or a lady coming through for you. Just vibrate on an energy level, please, with who you want to connect with. Right, immediately. This is a gentleman, and I want to say the initial I'm getting for the gentleman is the letter F. Not necessarily an initial. This could be a letter just in the name, or a letter at the end of the name, or one that's been left out. But I want to say that... Are you trying to connect with a Freddie Mercury?
Yes.
Thank you. Well, Freddie's here and he just wants to let you know hi and how you're doing. I've got a lovely feeling about you. There's something special about you. And I don't know what it is, but are you like a VIP in this life? No. This could be a past life then, but there's something very special about you, my darling. It's Nick. It's Nick rather than Nicky, yes?
Yeah.
That's what Freddie's saying. He's saying, watch out for him. He's a lovely guy. I would I be right in saying you're an only child situation here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, but you're in a relationship?
Yep.
And is your partner here tonight?
Yes, she is. She's there.
Hello, sweetheart. Oh, look at you, gorgeous. What a lovely couple. All right, can we get the microphone to your lovely lady? I've got this situation, I don't know if... Oh, some creepy guy. I hope this isn't bringing stuff up for you, my darling, but I've got this... Going back now, there's a creepy guy at your sister's flat. It started hitting on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Nick. Sorry, Nick. Okay. Is that where you two met?
Yeah.
Bless you. All right. And I don't want to embarrass Nick because he's a lovely guy, but in the early days he did need a little bit of guidance in the bedroom department. I've got this vivid image of like a dog with no thumbs trying to open a door. Do you know what I mean? Just very eager but getting nowhere. What a smashing fella. I'm still with the lady. You're not thinking of anyone, are you? I mean, everyone has been asked to connect with someone from the other side and vibrate with them on an energy level. I don't feel like you've done that.
I did.
Oh, right, okay. No. I'm sorry, but I don't feel like you did, and that's fine. I don't mind if you didn't. No? Were they dead?
Might not be. I think so.
I'm getting a very, very faint flicker. What I'm sensing here is that they're not dead yet. I don't know if this makes sense. I don't know, but I'm feeling like it's a very weak connection, so... Are they old?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Is it a comedian?
I think so. I'm not very good with names.
I hope this is wrong, but I'm going to say it. And if it is, don't hate me. Is it a Jimmy Tarbuck?
It is, yeah.
Right, okay. And thank you so much. Do you know, there's something lovely about Nick, and I can't put my finger on it. Thanks again, both of you. Smashing. I really appreciate it. All right. What we need to do, or what I'd like to demonstrate for you, a lot of people say to me, you know, Ian, we'd like to learn a little bit more about what you do. And as a result of that, I've started a living learning centre for young people to come and spend a little bit of time with me, residentially, and learn about the other side of life, okay? And it's not a suicide cult. As the Sunderland Echo keep trying to make out. We've just been very unlucky. But what I'd like to do with you now, if I may, is a little demonstration of the kinds of games we play, just to get people tuned in psychically with each other. Everyone's a little bit psychic. And just the lovely guy, I'm going to use you because you're quite close to me and delightful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to choose a word out of a book and see if you can't send it psychically to me. Would you like to do that?
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Now, the reason we give you a book to do this with is that I could guess the kind of word that you might be thinking of, okay, right now. Like, for example, if I asked you to draw a picture, you're more likely to draw a tree or a house. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a book. This is one of my favourite books at the minute. I absolutely love this. Have you read this, 50 Shades? Don't laugh. It's actually, there's a lot more to this. A lot more layers to this than you'd imagine. And, I mean, for a start, I found it quite erotic. So, what's your name?
Dan.
Dan, have you read this book, Dan?
No, I haven't.
Immediately I see you, I can see you very similar to the lead character in this, Dan. There's a lot of parallels between you and Anastasia from the book. And Mr. Grey as well. I can see you, you know, forcing yourself on women. What I'd like to do, Dan, if it's all right, bless you, is I'm going to try and avoid looking at you, okay? And I'm going to look this way, but I'd like you, if you would, to open the book at any page. Would you do that for me, Dan?
Okay.
Thank you. Have you done it?
Yep.
Sweetheart, I'm going to ask you to choose any word you like. And actually, I'm going to try and get it letter by letter. So a nice big word would be awesome, right?
Okay.
It gives me a chance of at least getting some of the letters right. So when you feel comfortable, you've got a nice big long word, shoot the book, and I can turn around and look back at you, Dan.
Okay, got it.
And if you shut the book, put it on the table. This is over 7 letters long, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, it's a nice big long one you've got.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't give anything away, Dan, but I'd like you to just imagine, if you would, for me, if you can imagine it, imagine the word. If it's a thing, imagine it. If you can't, just pretend to imagine something so I'm not getting any clues. I just want to try and vibrate with you and the picture you're imagining. All right, immediately. Okay, lovely, Dan. The letter S. It begins with the letter S, yes?
No.
Yeah. No?
No.
Yes?
No.
S. No? Right, listen, you mustn't worry if you get this wrong, okay? It's your first time. Bless him, it's your first time, you just got to relax, okay? These people are not going to hate you for messing up the show, all right? Bless you. I'm telling you, what I can say is the letter S, so quite where we're going wrong here, I don't know, my sweetheart. Just imagine it again. Right, I'm getting the letter S again, so I don't know what you're doing. I don't want this to sound like a question, but what do you think it begins with?
O.
The letter O. Right, I hate to contradict you. Okay, it's the letter S. Now, I'll tell you what I can see, and you can tell me where you think you might have gone wrong. I can see the sea.
Yes.
Right, okay. I'm looking out, and I can see the sea view. And this is a sea-fronted property, and well, that's all I can see, the sea, but you're seeing not. Was that right? Is that what you were imagining?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
But you're seeing the word is not beginning with the letter S. Ocean.
Yes.
Is it Ocean View?
Yes.
Can we have a massive round of applause for him? Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you. Can I have my boot back as well? Thanks very much. Yeah, that's lovely. I've had it laminated. Just because I use it a lot in the show. Okay. Now, are we ready to go again? What I need from you is for you to vibrate on an energy level, bless you, with someone that you'd like to connect with. All right. Is it Steve with the Manifest and the CD? I noticed that you're taking a real interest in what's happening up here on stage, my sweetheart. You've got to focus there on the task at hand. Don't make me send you to another room. Just... It's just that we might come back at the end of the show and it'll be the big finish. We don't want you to let everyone down. Okay, bless you. Oh. Are we here? There's a lovely gentleman right in front of me. I want to say with the boots on. I don't know if this is the case. Would you take the microphone for me, sweetheart?
Hello.
Hello, what a lovely guy. Is this the lady behind? Are you friends with the lady behind? Friends with
Yes.
benefits?
Yes, we
On
are.
benefits?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you woo her with a mixtape? Does that make sense?
Pardon?
A mixtape? In the olden days where you put the records on a... Did you woo her with a mixtape?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, or gaffer tape or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Something like that coming through. Okay. I want to say, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but I have a comedian gentleman, Norman Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Norman's saying hello. Thank you. Bless you. Norman saying hi. Oh my goodness, Norman saying sometimes Rosie gets on your nerves occasionally, nagging.
Rosie?
Does that make sense?
No.
All right, just relax, it's fine. Oh. No, not Emma. Emma?
She doesn't get on my nerves at all.
Right, okay.
No.
Do you know an Emma?
I do. The lovely lady behind me.
Oh, right, yeah, that's... And what's that gesture you're doing, Emma, with your fingers? Could we get the microphone to Emma, please? I don't know if this is... Emma, we've got a Hattie Jakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and she's telling me you... Yes. Thank you. And she's telling me that you're a nurse.
No.
But you've got a nurse's outfit.
We don't talk about
Does
that.
that not make sense? Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Oh, how was Germany?
It was very nice.
Yeah, okay, by the river, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. You had a lovely time. That's what's coming across really strong. Who's the single friend you've got? You got a friend at the minute that's single or looking for a man?
I might have, yeah.
Yeah, well, Patty's saying good news for them. They're going to find someone very soon. And they're showing me, please let them know this. She's going to find a man very soon who's going to make her feel confident, sexy, and invincible. And this guy is going to make her feel so special. Okay, tell her to look out for him, because I'm very aware of the fact of the two of them on the sofa together for a long time to come. So please do get that message to her from me. Would you do that for
I
me?
will, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I've got a name. Jacob. Look out for Jacob. Creek. Jacobs. It might not be a man, it might be a bottle of wine. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Can I be with the lovely gentleman again? And you drive, don't you? You've got a car. Does that make sense?
I do drive a car, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's about this. You hit a bump in the road. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but remember hitting the bump in the road?
Mm-hmm.
Does this make sense? Like, I want to say like a pothole or something like that. Does that not make sense?
Not quite.
Okay. I think you not remembering is the problem.
I did hit another car.
Yeah, this was more like a... Are you in a Ford Focus when you did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, You didn't just hit another car, you hit a dwarf. And no one knows this dwarf's crossed over to the other side because he can't properly cross or pass. He's actually working now as a poltergeist in your house. Does that make sense with you?
Yeah.
Moving things around, okay.
Yeah.
Have you noticed your car keys going missing recently?
Yes.
That's the poltergeist dwarf, okay. Moving stuff around in your house. Oh, your grandma was a bit of a racist.
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Just, not Miriam. Miriam?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, I can help you if you like with your dwarf problem, okay. It's very simple. What you need to do, though, is go into a police station and admit you killed the dwarf in that Ford Focus. And they can do the paperwork and the dwarf will feel like everything's been resolved and then he'll cross over to the other side. Because the minute he's working as a poltergeist in your house, if you notice the car keys going missing,
Yeah.
sometimes you go into a room and you completely forget why you went in there. Yeah, that's not the dwarf, that's more older age. But once you go in and admit you killed him, they'll do the paperwork and he can cross over to the other side, okay, and stop moving things around in your house, okay.
Excellent.
The other thing you could do is just start leaving things a little bit higher up. Okay. Okay, and that would have the same effect, okay. I want to be with you, my darling, and I want to talk about the previous relationship when you were happy. And, I don't know if this makes sense. At school, you were quite sporty, yes? In an academic kind of a way. And I don't want to say you were in the top half of the class, but you were certainly in that group that made that top half possible and necessary. What's coming through very strongly for you is the last 12 months there have been some ups and downs for you, and I'm not going to say it's got to get worse before it gets better, because that is just a cliche, all right? And it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse, and then it's going to get worse around. There is someone in your future who will want to open doors for you, and you need to identify who that person is, okay? And then avoid air travel with them. Your husband's a bit of a cat person, yes? Likes to show his bumhole to people. Yeah, that's coming across very strong. You don't believe in ghosts, do you? No, and they don't believe in you, but don't let that put you off. You mustn't let that put you off. What I would say to you, my sweetheart, is this previous relationship, I've got this, I want to say the teenage years, and the name would be John. Okay. I've got JH, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hughes, yeah. Was he your first kiss?
Yes.
Oh my goodness me. And do you, yes, why not? Yes. Do you still keep in touch with John? I'm getting, he's got a very soft spot for you still. I don't know if this makes sense with you, but he's got a photograph of you he carries around with him. Oh no, not with him. It's like pasted to the wall of his cellar, or this is like... It's like a collage of pictures of you, like your head on the bodies of other women. And animals. Anyway, there is a loving message here, and that is that you're not going to suffer like the others. Does that make sense? Can we have a huge round of applause for these two? So lovely. I really appreciate it, both of you. Thank you. What a lovely couple. Oh, blimey. Right, where are we now? What I would like, we'll just take a break from that, and I'll be very conscious of a spirit that's with us, that's been here throughout, and often joins me when there's a gathering of a theatrical nature like this. And I want to tell you that this would be William Shakespeare, who's yes, I know. And a lot of people say, Ian, you know, how do you do what you do? And it's very hard to explain, but I go very calm and relaxed. A little bit like that feeling you get after you've done yoga, you know, or a murder. what I've got here is the complete works of William Shakespeare. I've not read this one, but I've read some of his others, and they're pretty good. So I'm sure this is no different. Would you help me with this? I want you to. I don't want to look where you are, but unlike before, where I was able to work out a word you were looking at, we're going to see if William can do it. Okay, because he wrote the book, and so open it any way you like. Okay. You got a page? Okay. Yeah, if you can angle it up so I can't see, I couldn't possibly read from here anyway. But that's sweetheart. Okay. Thank you, William. Yes. No, it's more of like a Masonic lodge. I don't really get it myself. I'm not really my thing. But anyway. Wheels. William is saying, oh, I didn't get your name, my sweetheart.
Dawn.
Dawn. William is saying, Dawn, as you look at that book, there are two pages, the one on the left-hand side and the one on the right-hand side. Does that make sense? Let's call them page left and right. Okay. William is looking at the left-hand side page. Thank you, William. There are two columns on that page, Dawn. Am I right in saying that? William wants, thank you, he wants to be at the top of the second column. And he's saying it's a little word.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because it's not that impressive. That's what they would applaud if you didn't. He's wondering why you're not applauding. Well, it's not. Yeah, he's saying you've got to forgive him. It's a while since he wrote this. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I hate it. Oh, what William is saying, he wants to do a transpossession where it's like a possession but consensual, where he takes over my body and then and he reads some to you. Would you like that?
Yes,
No.
I would.
Right, okay, thank you. I'd find them a bit creepy. Okay, I'm going to try and see if we've got William Shakespeare. He's going to take me over. Remember, William Shakespeare was from the West Midlands of England. Hello, I'm William Shakespeare. You're right. Dawn. Is the word and? Is it?
No.
Right, don't worry, you mustn't panic. Is it? Well, on the second column on the first page, is that right? Yeah, the first word it begins with is a little word off. Oh, look, I'm back. It does sound like I lost the accent then, but it's not. It's actually I lost the connection with the other side. If you think about it, it'd be the same. So it's just trying to concentrate the two words at the same time. We'll try and get William back. Think Noddy Holder, you'll be fine. Right. Noddy Holder. Got it. Right, I'm back. You're all right. There's two columns. One. And it's a little four-letter word. Am I right in saying that?
That's correct.
Love.
No.
Right. And it's not and.
No.
Right. There's two columns on that first page, yes?
Yes.
And it begins with it and.
No.
Will you ever look over his shoulder for me? Two columns on the left-hand side page. It begins with and. It does. What are you saying it begins with?
I think you said the word already.
Yeah.
It's love.
It's not.
That's what I think he's pointing to.
Look, I wrote it, so look, I should be right. You said it's not love.
Right. Are you saying the word I've chosen is love, or the word in the second column is love?
There are two columns on that left-hand side page. I want to say the second column begins with love.
That's correct.
Right, okay, love. Great. Brilliant. Just hold it there. Is it, just read on with me. Is it love can transpose to form and dignity? Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor hath love mind any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy heist. And therefore is love said to be a child, for in choice he's so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is purged everywhere.
That's correct.
That's pretty much how I remember it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, darling. You did brilliantly. Isn't that lovely? Oh, lovely. And by the way, they're all different. So people ask me that, but you could have gone there, couldn't I? That would have been an entirely different one, or there, yes. Yeah, well, of course it's true. I would have shown you if it hadn't have been. Bless you. The only thing that's been is the gentleman we started off with. Was it Nick? There's a lovely energy with you, and I don't know what it is, but we might explore that in a minute. No, we don't need him to have the microphone. What I would like to do, if I rearrange myself, we need a plug. We've not thought this through. Right, okay. Let me just, I need this there. I've got my crystals here. These crystals help me contact the other side of life. I don't know if you've, I always have a crystal here because it helps contact the energy with the other side of life. Do you know how they work? Well, they're crystals. That's how they work. What we're going to do, I just want to set the scene. We'll go with you. It's Steve, isn't it? We'll go with you first. But is this plug of this side working? I'm just going to very quickly, because I want to have a listen to this CD player, and we want to be absolutely certain that we're listening to the CD that you've had all the way through the show. Assuming there's even one in the. I didn't ask actually. Could you feel like there was one inside when you took the? Not really.
Maybe.
Right. Okay. That's not very helpful. But do you want to come up here and join me on stage? Can we have a huge round of applause for him? Hiya, sweetheart. We're with you now. Oh, do you work out? Oh, you should. This can be for you, should we need it. Okay, just to remind everybody, at the start of the night, we gave you that package, and inside, we don't know if there's anything in it or not, but we asked you to think of a song. Can you remember what the song was?
Yes.
What is it?
No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley.
And we asked him to vibrate on an energy level with No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley. Could you just hum us the first couple of bars? Right. And you're quite hopeful that that would have been... That's lovely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, we'll see what you did anyway. Do you want to open it up? It's proper stuck down. Right, is there anything in there? No. Oh.
Yeah, there's a blank CD.
Oh, right, okay, so when you were thinking about the single, were you thinking about the artwork or an album cover or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, not enough. That's what we got. So never mind. I guess we could give it a go. We'll just put it in the CD machine. Do you want to come over? You should do this, really. Do you want to hit play? Say, how is it turned up? Give it a chance to... Oh, it's saying there's a track on it. Would you recognise it if you heard it? Has it got a particularly quiet start? No. I don't think... Oh, well. Right. Can you hear that? Just to be absolutely sure that what we're listening to is the CD that's in there, that's play and pause in your own time. Can we have a huge round of applause for Steve? That's yours. That'll work at home. Didn't he do brilliantly? Wow, that's amazing. Well done, you. See, I don't know if you've got do you have a CD player at home? If you do, get it out of the attic, dust it down, find out wherever it is. Give that another play when you get home. I think you'll find that it'll be exactly the CD you've had all night, and Bob Marley, the one you're looking for. Isn't that incredible, the law of attraction in action? Thanks again. Thank you so much. Now, there is just, I was with Nick earlier at the very start of the night, and I just got a lovely feeling and a lovely energy off you, my darling. With your permission, I did ask you if you were a VIP in this life, and you said no. Am I right in saying that? I think that you were someone very special in a past life. And last night I was thinking that I might meet someone at this show with a very interesting past life and a very special person, and I think it might be you. With everyone's permission, what I'd love, Nick, is if you could join me on stage, and I'd like to put you under some kind of trance, like a pseudo-trance. Try and take you back in time to find out who you might have been. Would you like that? Would you like that? Nick, would you? Bless you. Would you join me? I'd love this to work. Thank you so much. And it's Nicholas, is it, Nick? Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Okay, what a lovely guy. What we're going to do is, when we put you under a bit of a trance, we're going to put you under a cleansing process first. If you could stand about here, please, and just arms like this, slightly out, and face the front. You must relax, all right? Yeah, look, a lovely guy. Sweetheart. Okay, okay, and just relax now. And you can shut your eyes and don't open them until I say. I'm just gonna, oh, by the way, I've got, just in case anything goes wrong, it's unlikely that it will again, we've got, we do have, if we can't get him out of the trance, we've got a copy of the Holy Bible, okay? And it's very useful about, getting people out of trances, because it's a big book, and you can whack him on the back of the head with it. And it normally does the trick. Okay, just relax. And now, in a minute now, you're going to feel some taps and some touches, and I just want you to, don't react or freak out. Okay, just remember where they were. Okay, remember where they are. Okay, this is lovely. You're doing brilliantly. Okay, just stay there. Nick, the first time you feel a tap or a touch, can you show people where that is? Okay. And the second time you feel a tap or a touch, can you show people where that is? Okay, that's perfect. You're doing absolutely brilliantly. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to reach in here, we're going to pull out an imaginary book. Okay, this is the book of your life. You can drop your hands for a minute, bless you. And as we go, this is the book of your life. And we're going to start turning back the pages of it. This is you tonight, starting off here. Go back a page or two. This is you deciding to come to the show. That's where he's starting to regret it. Bless you. But we're going to go back and back. And as we go back, I want you to imagine stuff on these pages, okay? And we're going to imagine what you can see, and we're going to turn back the pages. And this is where we get to the exciting bit. That's your birth. What's the date of your birth?
22nd of January 1978.
Right there it is, right out in front of you. A few pages forward, that's the conception. All right, you don't need to say that. But sorry, I didn't need to show you that. But that would have been your dad there. What's your dad's name?
James.
James, and I don't know who the other guy is, but it's not important. It's not important. What's important is what you remember. Now, in this book, you're going to see words, letters, and numbers. And I just want you to see everything you can remember, okay? I want you to remember it, okay? I'm going to shut the book. We better remember everything you can see. It's an imaginary book. You're doing brilliantly, okay. I'm going to ask you for a letter, a number, and a word, and we're going to try and find out who you might have been in a past life. Okay. Off the top of your head, a letter.
J.
J. A number?
33.
Okay, and a word.
Easter.
Right, oh, okay, lovely. So, we've... Right. I want you to choose just one of those, a letter or a number or a word. You're going for the number 33. Do you want to change your mind? No? Okay, it's funny you should say that, because like I say, I was reading this book last night, and actually, I don't know if you can see, when I held it up, there is a bookmark in it. I'm just going to turn exactly where the bookmark is, and it's the book of...
Numbers.
And the number is...
33.
Do you want to... Just double check that. Is that right? Yeah, he's not lying, is he? That's really interesting. So we're trying to find out who you might have been in a past life. We've got some clues. We've got the letter J. A year, which can often be a number, but it can often be a year, like the year 33, or no, that's too early. Who could have? And what else did you say? Easter. Now, when you go in under that trance, you felt some taps and touches on your hands. Can you show people again where they were? Right, okay. Look, it could be anybody. Who do you think you might be? You can see it's all right. Bless you. You can see.
Jesus?
Right, you think you're Jesus. Well, I've got to be honest. The proof that you are who you say you are at this stage is at best flimsy, if not non-existent. And I know there are some religious people here tonight, and you won't mind that. You're used to it. But I think some of us need a little bit more hard evidence. Okay, bless you for trying. I'll tell you what, we do have the Bible here, like we said, don't we? So let's see if there's any proof in here. I'm big into numerology. Okay, what's your favourite gospel? Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John?
Matthew.
Yeah, or just name one. Right. Let's go, Matthew, your birthday. What did you tell me your birthday was again?
22nd of January.
Right. Oh, look, someone's highlighted this to make it easy to read. Matthew, just read that, Matthew chapter...
22, verse 1.
That would be your birthday.
Yeah.
And then let's just read what it says. I can read it or you can, I don't mind.
Then he said, "One of you will betray me." "Surely not I," said one. "Yes, it is you, Judas."
Oh. Unlucky. Judas. The other guy that died in the year 33. What's this last bit? Just read that.
Judas, son of James.
Right, your dad's name. Can we have a massive round of applause? Thank you so much. You did brilliantly. You can take a seat. What did he do brilliantly? What a lovely guy. What a lovely guy. My goodness. For a guy that thought he was Jesus and turned out to be Judas. Well, listen, so now I don't use any actors or plants in the show. Everyone who was involved in the show was as reluctant to be in the show as you would have been had it have been you. And I think with that in mind, they all deserve an extra special round of applause. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do get a lot of skeptics, give me a hard time. And look, personally, I don't believe in skeptics. I don't think such a thing can exist. But they'll come up with their crazy theories. I do have a microphone that goes around my ear. But I want to make sure, can you just have a check? There's nothing in my ears or anything fancy like that? Absolutely that side. There's no earpieces or anything like that. Quite what good an earpiece would be, unless I had another psychic on the other end of it. I don't know. They come up to me with crazy ideas like, oh, you must lurk in the toilets with a microphone before the show starts. That's not what I was doing in there. Thanks again for everyone that took part. And people say, so Ian, if you don't use any actors or plants, then, well, you must have a gift. And of course I do. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. I could come around your house tonight and do you a private reading. Okay, it's going to be £100. But you're going to go away from that thinking about 70 to 75% of that reading is true and accurate for your life, okay? And that same night, I could come around your house and do you exactly the same private reading, word for word, I did that guy, and you're going to go away thinking about 70 to 75% of that reading is true and accurate for your life. The same one. Well, you can't tell me that's not a gift. My name's Ian de Montfort. A very good night to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. It's really fun. Thank you so much. You as well. Thank you. And the people over here, thank you again. Cheers. Good night. Thank you.
Quite unique, actually. It wasn't what I expected because I didn't know who he was until tonight. So actually, I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it's the
and I'm
first
definitely
time
gonna
we
see him again.
Yeah, it was the first time for both of us. Yeah, it was excellent. Laughed a lot.
I think that he's a psychic at all.
Absolutely terrific. I've seen him before, and I've seen him today again, or tonight, and I think he's absolutely amazing. How he does it, I haven't got a clue, but he's worth seeing for the third time, I think, anyway, or the fourth time. He's absolutely amazing.
In comparison to other mediums and people I've seen, it was completely different. I've not seen anything quite like that before. Really fabulous night.
Ian, how would you rate that?
I'd say a 7.